Well, we're with Ian again from Exhibit Surveys, and my question to him during our little break was, there's been a lot of exhibitors that have chosen, maybe right or wrongly, to take the time out this year. Maybe they really were cash strapped and couldn't do that show. So they decided not to go. And you've talked about, maybe downsizing in the last segment and still being there. But what about those exhibitors who just dropped out and they're now going to come back in '10? What do they have to do? They've lost momentum, as you talked in the earlier segment. Mm-hmm. What do they have to do to make up for that?
Well, first of all, if they made that decision not to exhibit and they're planning to come back the next year, the organizer, first of all, is not going to say no. So clearly they'll be accepted back. Now, depending upon the policies of individual shows, they may lose some priority points. Their positioning on the show floor may not be what it was, but they can still come back. However, they are probably going to need a much longer planning window to participate the next year, because they want that promotion, they want to be able to come back, and more importantly, I think they want to dispel any rumors, if any did occur, as to why they were not there. They want to say exactly why they're coming back, what caused them to be absent for the year, and they should be able to recover. It may take a little longer, but I think the attendees will be there. If they're a big name, yes, they'll get visited, but I think that the only thing to watch out for is customers that they may have lost through their absence at the last trade show, particularly if they're not very active outside and their sales force is not doing the best job, because we know from our research what a high percentage of leads are never followed up on. So my advice would be, if you are planning to come back the next year, definitely do it.
Right.
Better the next year than to wait a few years.
Right. And then so the pre-show promotion, as well as getting the sales force in force to actually bring customers and prospects to the show to see them, that would be a top priority.
Absolutely. You've got to do that.
Right.
You've got, and don't worry about the fact that if you're no longer, because you've dropped out, if you're no longer the exhibit in the front of the hall and right in front of the main doors, that's okay. You can still work around that and probably have just as successful a show.
Good. Thanks for that advice.